Why Don't You Just Die? What a fantastic title. This Russian movie is something a little bit different and a little bit special. It feels almost out of place within this world that we have right now. It feels like it belongs in the late 90s, early 2000s. The kind of times where there was lots of movies aping the talents of Tarantino or even Guy Ritchie, which this movie most certainly does. But that doesn't mean that it's outdated. No, in fact, it's something that still feels kind of fresh, even though it's homaging those talents. It puts its own kind of spin on it. It has a distinctive look, distinctive pace, and it works exceptionally well. We are thrown into this movie as we meet this young man going to meet his lover's parents with a hammer in tow. And he goes in there and meets this father who it turns out is a police detective who is rather large, rather formidable and extremely threatening, having this young man in his house. The wife is also there, but she is kind of pushed about by the husband and told to go certain places before a big fight breaks out. And it's one of those fights where you're just sitting at the screen with a huge smile on your face just going, man, this is wonderful. And it is, it's inventive, it's visceral, it's bloodthirsty, there is real hits getting taken here, but it's incredibly funny at the same time. There is one moment, a slow motion moment of one of those old tube TVs going screen first into somebody's face, and it is wonderful. The violence is expertly choreographed, it is over the top, it is incredibly funny and incredibly painful looking at the same time, and hugely enjoyable. And the thing about the story is it unravels as the movie goes on. And this isn't the only set piece. This movie opens at blistering pace and somehow manages to keep it going all the way through the movie, and it's punctuated with these ridiculously unbelievable action set pieces based within this room, this apartment, as this carnage just unleashes. It is so much fun, and the characters are all super interesting as well. There is gross out moments as well, when at one moment there is somebody chained to a bath and they have to stick their tongue down the plug hole, which is filled with all kinds of gunky stuff, and try to get something that's going to help him pick his locks. So much fun. And one of my favourite parts about the movie is you get lost in the pace and the action and the violence that's going on, and the jokes that come thick and fast, and you almost forget about the plot or the story until it brings up another interesting beat, and this layers up like a puzzle. At the start you know nothing and you get drip fed information, so at the end of the movie, as all these bloodlorn bodies are laying about this apartment, you get an idea of why everything has unfolded, how everything is circular and came back on to the people who have done these bad things. Almost everybody in this movie is a terrible person who've all done horrible things, and yet you still feel kind of sympathetic towards some of them under certain circumstances when the things happen to them. The blood and the guts and the gore is just over the top and ridiculous and funny, and it lives up to the name of Why Won't You Just Die, as it seems to take ages for these people to have their bodies decimated and to finally give up the ghost, if they do at all. There is moments where someone gets shot with a shotgun and then stands up holding their insides together as blood pours out of them. But it's all done in a fun way, which is kind of weird to say. Probably says more about me than it was about the movie. But this movie was high energy. It's fun. I get characters that I was engaged with. I know exactly what kind of people they are. I am kind of feeling bad when people seemingly die at times, but like the title says, why won't you just die? It takes a lot to kill these people, and they continually come back from seeming death throughout the movie. You get a great mystery all the way through it, and the dialogue is pretty fun as well. Like I said, it's a mix between somewhat Tarantino and a lot of Guy Ritchie's early stuff as well. If those are movies that you love, Why Don't You Just Die is a fantastic treat of a movie. I loved it. So much blood, so much carnage, so much laughter. It's just terrific. This is one movie that had me just smiling from ear to ear with just sheer entertainment. See it with the biggest crowd that you can. Love it. I would love to know your thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.